So, President Trump's tariffs has been blocked. Federal court has blocked the tariffs, and hopefully this will bring back things like they were before this tariff drama started. So, let's watch these videos because we're going to see what this means or what happened with this court order, and just a quick reminder of what we had just gone through and hopefully what will end as a result of this block by the federal government.
We have breaking news just coming out of Washington, D.C., and this is big. The federal court has just blocked Donald Trump's sweeping Liberation Day tariffs. They ruled that he overstepped his authority on April 2nd when he announced the tariffs, aiming to impose duties on imports from countries with trade surpluses, claiming it would revive American industry. But today, just moments ago, that court unanimously decided that Trump lacked the power to impose these tariffs unilaterally under economic emergency laws, dealing a major blow to his trade war strategy. The ruling struck down tariffs justified but what the court called questionable claims of national emergencies, siding with 12 U.S. states and small businesses that challenged Trump's actions as unconstitutional. This decision could halt Trump's aggressive trade policies, which has sparked global tension, many say, and economic uncertainty. Critics argue the tariffs risked higher prices and slowed growth, while Trump says they protected U.S. jobs. This case may now be headed to the U.S. Court of Appeals or even the U.S. Supreme Court. Make sure you're following me right here. This breaking news just happening, everybody.
So I'm delivery driving for Amazon because the economy is screwed. And this is the smallest amount of packages that I've delivered so far in the 3 weeks I've been here. Why today? Tariffs. The tariffs are already affecting the routes and how many deliveries we have. Everything is down. They sent me home yesterday because of lack of need. Every day that I'm not delivery driving, which is 3 days a week, 10 hours a day now, I'm searching for remote work and work in New Zealand. I already bought my ticket to leave for New Zealand on June 2nd, but we're already seeing the effects of the tariffs, and I'm already in a financial bind, and now it's just snowballing. I don't think I'll ever forgive anyone who voted for this administration, anybody in it. Are we great yet?
How long will it take for you to have your hours cut, or even worse, lose your job?
Pain starting to hit the ports. This could be a major indicator, too, so watch this story. Overseas shipments from Asia into the Los Angeles area is taking a plunge, we're told, and signs show that it's only going to get worse. William LaJeunesse is live at the Port of Los Angeles, and what are you seeing there with the sun up there in California? William, hello.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Yeah, the ports are seeing more cancellations every day. That means ships not sailing. But it's all about the ripple effect, right? Product availability, consumer price, but also jobs. And nowhere is that more apparent than here at the port of L.A. in Long Beach, right? This is kind of the canary in the coal mine that you mentioned in this escalating trade war with China. Cancellations are way up. Ship traffic could fall more than 35% in a single month.
In terms of bookings, as it relates to shippings, that's been substantially reduced, anywhere between 30-35%. In some instances, with some commodities, even up to 50%.
So what does that mean? Well, on average, a container ship carries about 8,000 containers. It takes about 4 days to unload. With traffic down by 3 ships a day, that's 25,000 containers that don't need longshoremen, warehouse workers, or truckers.
The writing is on the wall. If we're not moving containers, there's no work, which means the companies aren't making money. And you have to make money to survive in this environment. It's just the way it is.
So one casualty in this tariff war, Abacus Toys. It designs toys here in LA, but manufactures them in China. But because consumers are not going to pay $50 for a toy that should cost $25, the company is looking for alternatives, but say that could take years.
It's truly going to be a catastrophic year. I mean, more than half of the folks that I know are talking about closing their doors.
So the bottom line is, Bill, we get about $400 billion in trade with China imports. Most of it comes here. People here I've spoken to, they want fair trade. The question is, how long is it going to take to get that before you start losing hours or shifts or even layoffs?
Yeah,
back to you.
Golden question there. Thank you, William. Nice to see you there on the water there in L.A. Thank you.
To be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's already starting to happen. I know a lot of people whose hours have been cut because there's just no work for them because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Who would have thought that doing these tariffs would not only place an additional tax burden on everyday Americans because we know we are the ones that are paying it, but it also would lead to folks having their hours cut or even worse, losing their jobs. If this is what you Trump supporters are talking about when you say America first, I want nothing to do with it.
Guys, things are a lot worse than I actually thought it was. I just got finished looking at about 6 TikToks, and not just TikTok videos, but videos on other social media platforms about a lot of the American truck drivers, as far as like the semi-truck drivers who do the over-road driving, transporting goods from the ports to our local stores. A lot of the truck drivers are really, really hurt right now. I watched at least 3 videos where the truck drivers are saying just in this short amount of time with the tariffs going on that they have to actually sell their entire truck. A lot of those people pay at least $255,000 for the semi. So for those of you who don't know what those trucks cost, they cost around 200 and something thousand. One guy said the best offer that he got on his semi truck was $140,000, and his semi truck is actually a 2020. 2020. That's just shy of 5 years old. So it's real out here when the truck drivers start speaking out about what's going on with them. They're experiencing a huge shortage where it comes to them being contractors, being contracted out to ship stuff for this company and ship stuff for that company. A lot of those guys that's even saying that selling their trucks, they're applying for local jobs where they can drive for a company. And they said a lot of those companies that ships products are actually laying their employees off, or some of them are even cutting their employees' hours. So it's definitely real. Just seeing the videos like that just let me know just how serious things are, because these are people making videos that lives are really 100% being impacted by the tariffs. We would have never thought in a million years that putting tariffs on China and putting tariffs on these other countries would affect the United States so fast. I would have never thought that the impact would be so fast. The store shelves, a lot of the store shelves really are running empty right now. A lot of people are still using their overstocked products that they ordered from these companies, meaning that shipments are still coming in because they were ordered before the tariffs were implemented. And so they have to honor what's been implemented, basically like a contract type deal. So things are more serious than I thought it was, man. And like, if this is like only the second day of May 2025, I mean, I hate to see what the second and third week of May is going to look like. And we are just in the second day of May, and we're already seeing a humongous catastrophic breakdown of people already talking about losing their jobs when it comes to trucking and transporting food from one state to the next state. The ports are just really, it's bad. What's going on at the ports right now is bad. And you know what's really worse? A lot of those jobs are actually union jobs, and the union can't really do anything about that. They can't really override the president of the United States. So I wanted to just bring you guys that, man. That's really some heartbreaking, sad news, man. Thank you guys for watching.
I work at an Amazon fulfillment center, and we are a center that does like awkward boxes. What does that mean? So like if you order like an umbrella, a patio umbrella, that's the kind of stuff we do. We don't do what you see with the robots and the people standing there with the little boxy things. No, we have big stuff. Last weekend was the first weekend since I had started here, which has only been a month. But last weekend was the first weekend that they did not offer overtime for my department, which is receiving. Yesterday, they sent everybody home early by like 4 hours. We worked 10-hour shifts by 4 hours. I'm on my first break, getting ready to go back in, and they already told me they're getting ready to send people home again, VTO, voluntary time off.
I, too, have been impacted personally So this was a notification that came out through Better Trucks. This was May 6th, and this was happening like frequently, like day after day, about volume being low. A lot of the things that I have seen that come through there were like Temu, so that is definitely direct from China. So I personally have seen my opportunities decrease as a result of the tariffs. We have seen these low volume days, and it's just been a lot happening back to back. And I've also seen some decrease with Amazon. Our area is smaller than some of these other distribution centers that I've seen online. But even though we're smaller, I've seen like less carts, less racks. And actually there were days where I come in at 6:15 and it seemed like they were building the racks or the carts right then and there. And we had like delayed day because they were actually putting together the carts. I've definitely have seen a decrease in some of the cargo that I have been able to put out. And this is an example of another notification. So the other one was from Better Trucks, and this is from Amazon. And I've been seeing this past couple of days since Memorial Day. I have been seeing this screen more than I have seen like the entire 2 or 3 years that I have been doing this. So there has definitely been a decrease in cargo. So I don't know if it's a combination of the tariffs and the boycott, because apparently some people are boycotting Amazon because of the whole DEI stuff. But whatever the combination, there definitely has been a real tangible, even for me that I have seen personally, tangible decrease in the cargo. So hopefully this court order will reverse the whole tariffs thing. I don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully we'll see it's the end of May. By next month, hopefully we'll see a change in this whole tariff situation, and then see the cargo pick back up. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts about the whole tariffs and the blocking of the tariffs. That whole situation. Just let me know what you think in the comments below.